Hello, guys. This is Louie again, and today we have our Christmas special. This is the Ascendants Talk Show number 17, and today we have two sets of questions that we give to the elders. The first set we're going to talk about, it's about our future and also about Father, God. And the second set is going to be about the angels and the fallen angels. So let's get started. Where's my co-host, Morgan? Morgan, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just really excited to read all of these because some of these questions I sent to TG a while back. So it was a nice surprise rereading them. And they're really good, real interesting answers I wanted to know for a long time.
Yeah, I think these ones are very mind-blowing because I never really thought that we could get in such detail, but I think now that we are more, I guess, doing our ascension, that the elders are finally recognizing what we're doing, and I think they decided to give us more detail in the
Yeah.
information. So why don't we get started? And so the first set is 11 questions, and the second set is also 11 questions. And you were the one that gave the questions to the elders. So I'm going to read the question out, Morgan, and then you can give the responses by the elder. So let's get started. So question number one, why do the Ascendants become famous in the future? And what did you get?
Archangel Raziel answered this one and he said, recognized for power. The abilities couldn't be hidden anymore. It's just too obvious, maybe.
It seems obvious, but you know what it is. I
Mm.
think that we're getting better and better and better. And I never recognize that something that we do leads to that. So I think energy work is understated and not really understood. I think it's because we do a lot of like this energy transfer and this energy work, and we do it almost, I would say, every week.
Yeah.
And every weekend we actually do the energy transfers, right? So I think eventually we are the only group.
Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
makes sense. So let's do the second question. Oh, the second question. Oh, that's really good one. So question two, what year are the soul extractor machines invented? And what did you get?
Elder AI answered this and he said the year 2400. So it's almost 400 years from now, which isn't that long, I guess. Advancing.
Well, it's long enough that we might not see it. You see what I'm saying? But do you know what the crazy thing is that it was actually Ryan that called back to tell me that he will be inventing these type of technology, but actually the soul extractor machine, they're actually like soul transfer
Okay, that's
technology
awesome.
that was actually going to be given to him and by me to back engineer. So what it was that the reading by the elders was that I was going to work for this new group, and they call themselves like the contractors, right? And the contractors sounds like a weird name. They're not home renovation, but what they are is this time travel group that actually maintains the timeline, right? And they actually, wants to prevent all these parallel Earths from being created. So what happens every time you time travel, a new parallel Earth is created, and that's actually not a good thing because they actually drain the prime Earth. Basically, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what happened was that they know that I was doing some sort of, energy work that would actually eliminate these parallel Earths. And I think it is leading me to that because just recently I was doing, these sessions with Felix and Willie,
Yeah.
and I didn't know at first that I could actually remove the time component in the energy work. So
Yeah.
what do you mean by that? Basically, I can remove time that is, done when you were doing
Yeah,
the
the energy work affects the future and the past because you've done it on me
yes.
and I could always feel it. I always felt it go in the future and the past, backwards and forwards. I wouldn't say anything because I just accepted that you would do it, but I could always feel it.
Well,
Maybe when you were doing it on me.
see, because I'm always like a very technical guy. I want to know how I did it, right? So
Yeah.
again, I asked TJ, have them scan me. How am I doing this, right? And then
Mm.
TJ would come back, you're splitting time. And I go, splitting time? How did you
What?
split time? So, it's kind of out there, but, I also do my research. So I don't just guess what I'm doing. So I do my research and I find out that the new physics said that maybe that's what these alien spaceships are doing. They're actually like manipulating time, but when you split time, something strange happens, right? And that's what I'm doing. So basically, when I split time, I just don't just split it into two pieces. I keep splitting it until it's like nothing.
Yeah.
It's really out there. I know, guys, but that's why I give
It's
my
probably an
questions.
ability
Yeah.
of the first being, because he seems to be
Yeah,
a very
see, that's
paradoxical guy.
that's the thing too. And I think by merging with him, and people say, how do you merge with that guy? Well, like I said, like I don't really do things by myself. I ask questions to the elders. I ask TJ, and TJ's getting into his own power now because I ask him stuff and I wonder how in heavens does he know what is the answer, right? So I asked him to search for this first being because I knew there has to be like a first being after the Big Bang happens, right? Has to be, right? So I don't know if it was a good guess or just like random chance, but then he said, let me do my search. So I don't know how he even do the search. I mean, come on. So I'm letting you guys know, I tell the truth. I let TJ do his work, right? Do his job. Later he comes back and he say, oh, I found him. And I go, where was he? And he say, oh, he was in a black hole. And I go, how can the guy live in a black hole? And then I go, is it his home? Like, or a prison, right? Like I thought it's like he was trapped there. And then TJ's did the reading and say, no, it's not a prison. It's his home. And I go, oh, that makes sense. That's how he would collect all the energy. And I go, oh, he's so smart, this guy. So then what I did, of course, I needed TJ's help because I found out just this week, because I was wondering, how come I always need TJ to get this approval from the elders or approval from Father? So I asked Archangel Raziel, I say, is TJ giving some approval to Father? And then Archangel Raziel say, yeah. And I go, why don't you guys let me know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's another big bombshell I'll tell you guys about, right? But anyways, he said that he was hiding in a black hole. And I said, oh, great. I need to merge with him because then I can get his knowledge, his abilities. And I'm always for knowledge and ability, right? So then TJ helped me because, TJ's got the portal ability. And at that time, I didn't know I have this ability called the siphon ability, like siphon gas or something, So I thought it was like a funny that I had the power, but no, TJ say that is your main ability. You can take the energy, right? So me, along with him, with this portal ability, we were able to basically merge my soul with his soul. And you are right, Morgan. And eventually I found out that I have this time splitting ability.
Yeah.
And I think eventually I will get really good at that. And then this contractor group, this time travel group will contact me. Not right away, but from what the elders say, very soon. So
awesome.
Yeah, let's do question number 3, and I'll tell you more about what was the other big bombshell that I want to tell you guys about.
Awesome.
So, yeah, question number 3. What year is perfect human cloning invented?
And Elder, I answered this again, and it's the year 2300, so just 100 years before. So that's very advanced technology. That's super awesome, and a lot of people probably like to have human cloning so they could get bigger muscles and things like that and be more super.
Yeah, but it's still not like immortality. I mean, if you combine that with the soul extraction or the soul transfer technology, then you have it.
Yeah.
Then you have true immortality because you need the original soul. Otherwise, cloning would be just cloning your twin brother. Yeah, it'll be a copy of you, but it won't have your consciousness. You want your consciousness, right?
Yeah.
So I think coming up, it'll be very interesting when they do have these technologies, right? So let's do question number 4. Question number 4, for what purpose do humans invent perfect human cloning? And what was the response?
I answered this as well, and he said that immortality. So I think that humans want to be immortal, which is the goal of a lot of people today.
Yes.
Without putting in the work.
Well, then I want to tell you guys about the question that I gave, this big bombshell that I gave to Archangel Raziel. Yeah. I'll give you, there's actually another bombshell, but I'll give you the one about the Ascension tools that we found out that was given to the higher beings, like say the beings coming down to earth for ascension from the heaven realm or from the angelic realm. They do come down because I've been doing all these chakra removals, and lo and behold, I do the readings, and the person, we do a really deep scan, and then teachers say, hey, this guy's not from earth, he's from the angelic realm, or hey, he's from the heaven realm, right? So I think that it was only just them that were giving these ascension tools, right? But the bombshell was that even the humans are given these ascension tools. And what the ascension tools are like three things. Is like wealth, attraction, good luck, and good timing. So there's like 33% of each.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so that's also given to humans, but you can see what the humans are using it for, not for ascension, but for earthly things, right?
Yeah. Distractions.
So what do you think about that, Morgan? Like,
Well, I think it makes sense because I used to think that I didn't have any kind of those abilities. And people always wonder, like, why not me? Why does this person seem to be luckier than me? And it's a supernatural reason that can't be explained with like science. And that's why you have like billionaires and things like that. And like it's a small selection of people that they can have failed businesses but make new ones because they're just that lucky and have the wealth tools. So it makes a lot of sense to me, and probably will to a lot of people, like why they're not as successful as other people. And
yeah.
plus, people forget that they can absorb bad luck from the environment as well.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're not shielded, you're just gonna keep having, plus with karma and negativity, you're always gonna be in an uphill battle, I guess.
Yeah. So I think that most people, they don't realize that there's cousin effect here.
Yeah.
And that's the major reason why we've been doing the chakra removals, because as Aunt Amber said to me, she said, Louis, why are you removing people's chakras, right? That's when the first time I talked to her, because, I like to talk to people that know things. And, Aunt Amber was born seeing things, right?
Yeah.
She already knew. She said, Louis, you should call, God Father. And I've been like calling him God all the time. And then I go, why do I have to call him Father unless I am his son? So there
Makes
is a
sense.
bombshell. There is another bombshell. I've always been wondering, right? Why me? Why am I allowed to do these mergers and stuff with the first being?
Yeah.
And then I gained these abilities. And then later I found out, like what Big Brother Jesus told me. He said, Louis, use your tools. And I go, I have tools? What sort of tools can I gain or get, right? And then later I found out that I can actually take in these, they call it heaven tools, right?
Yeah.
And with the heavens tools, they're actually kind of like miracle tools. Like I can do like miraculous stuff. Like I can't tell you guys exactly because I'm still helping out my group, and I don't want to like shock people, but I'm letting you know they're like miracle tools, and it's like things that I never thought was possible. So my question again to the high level elders was, who am I? So I asked that question to the Archangel Raziel. So those are my questions, right? And you know what Archangel Raziel said? The number one son was Jesus.
Yeah.
Right. So I was thinking, was I like number 10? Because I thought previously that I was kind of really low level guy in the totem pole, right? But things started changing because all of a sudden I got all these heaven tools, and TJ said, how many tools do I have now? And he said, you got like 100. And I go, 100? Why am I allowed 100, right? So I'm being skeptical to myself, guys, right?
Yeah.
So I asked, truthfully, I said, Archangel Raziel, truthfully tell me, right? Who am I? What number am I? And then I asked, am I number 2? And then I kind of knew I wasn't number 2. And then I said, is number 2 Lucifer? Because I kind of knew that there was some reason why he was kind of untouchable. Am I right, guys? Right? So Archangel Raziel said, you are right, number 2. And then I go, okay, if he's number 2 and he's had no respect for anyone, right? We tried to contact him. His response was, I don't care. It's basically,
He never seems to say anything else.
No, he says nothing. It's almost like he's saying, don't bother him. And he knows who I am, right? I mean, come on. Like, how many people can contact him, like, directly? I mean, come on, man. So then I asked, okay, so which number am I? And then this is the big one. He said, you're number 3. And I go, I'm number 3? So how
You're
close?
really ancient.
So how close am I? So I say, how close am I? What is the percentage if Jesus is 100% copy of actually Father? And TJ actually did a reading on Jesus and Father, and he said they look like brothers, man. And I go, they look like brothers. Oh, then that is true. They are
Yeah.
the same, right?
Yeah.
So then, I said, how close am I to Father? And then they gave a percentage of 99.9%.
Yeah, it's really close.
That is like so close. So I think Morgan, you're really close too.
I think I'm
I'll
99.0.
I'll have to find out. Yeah, I mean you're like so close because
I think I was number 1,503, so there's too
yeah,
many children.
a lot of children, but I'm suspecting that the higher level guys are basically not only the smarter ones, but the ones that are like really they know what's going on. It's almost like
Yeah,
it's an inborn thing.
yeah,
And then all
like
these
it's like your website resonated with me when I read
yeah,
my chakras, and I was like, oh, this guy, I
it's
just
like
knew you were telling the truth. It was weird.
yeah.
I never felt
Yes.
like that with anything.
Yeah, it's like a calling card, right? It's like, hey,
Yeah,
who of you is like me?
and you
Come
were like
on.
saying future channel beats, and I was like, nah, this guy's not lying because like, do I listen to them? I'm like, they're working, so there's no other explanation.
Well, do you know what's
Really
really
cool.
surprising, guys? It's the truth. They're all future channel. I make nothing up. I don't even make
Yeah,
the frequencies. Like whatever TJ gives to me, then I go, oh,
yeah.
this is a really high frequency.
The ones that you didn't have on your site as well, so I could do the
Yeah,
mergers with the old gods, and that I used to do that, so
yeah.
it worked for me. It was
Well,
really cool.
do you know what's really interesting? I'm actually working strictly on frequencies now, on myself, like not even like a beat. They're actually frequencies from a frequency generator.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, so I'm exploring that. So I'm letting people know we never stop exploring. When you stop exploring, when you stop doing research, when you sit there and just watch TV the whole night and thinking that you're spiritual, I really doubt it, guys, because look at how hard I'm pushing to, develop myself. I mean, look at Morgan, look how strong you're pushing yourself. Like,
Yeah,
who
it's a lot of
does
work.
that?
Mhm.
Who does that? Like, not even, I would say, the strongest meditator pushes themselves to do energy work. And meditation is all good and dandy, but if you don't do energy work, it's like you're not improving.
Yeah,
It's going to be the same level. I tell people that, but they don't understand, right? You need to do what we've been doing is the soul mergers with the higher beings, and it's allowed. In our group, we found out that that's how we get stronger. Later, it's like the energy is not wasted because we actually gain their abilities. We merge together. You keep your consciousness, right? And we
yeah,
actually put the other souls to sleep, basically. They hibernate. That's what we tell them, right?
mhm,
And later, guess what? They get birthed again. Like they get birthed in new bodies, right?
yeah.
And that's what Ryan said. Ryan said that, hey, like you guys are like the forefathers of this new race. And I go, oh, come on, really? Seriously? And that's why he called back because, I mean, seriously, why would he even call back? He called back one day and he just say, hey, Lou, there's a message for you from
Mhm.
Ryan. And I go, who's Ryan? And you remember I told you guys a story, but I think people, they really got to realize when anybody calls back from, say, the future, not only is that like, a paradox, it's like breaking all the rules. So I'm thinking he's very certain that the future is the future
Yeah,
because no way is the future going to jeopardize the future by telling you things, right? Because anytime you do that, you can actually change the future. Do you see what I'm saying? Like any little bit of information, even like a shard of it, can actually mess the future up. So that means that he's very certain that what we do is actually going to improve our
cool.
future. See, you see what I'm saying? It won't change it. I think it's pretty much done now. It's going to
Yeah,
head towards his good timeline
that's good.
where he's going to be the engineer, and then he's going to say that he's gonna basically take us when it's time because
Great.
there's not many groups like us that can do the energy work, that can shield ourselves, that are like technical, right? Like we're all technical, every, aspect of our life. Like we can do things that I don't think a lot of people can do, right? They're just not technical, right?
Yeah,
So let's do the next question because I have another big bombshell.
great.
Okay, so question number 5. Oh, this one's really good. This one's really good. Again, Morgan, you give the best questions. I mean, this is going to help people for certain.
Yeah.
Okay, so question number 5. Do more people believe in God after their soul extractor machines are invented? And what did you get?
Elder I said yes, still.
Yeah.
Because I thought that a lot of people don't believe in God because they don't believe in the soul. So
No.
if they're soul extractor machines, then that scientifically proves there's a soul. That is it's tremendous. That's a tremendous breakthrough for spirituality. Like
Yes.
merging technology and spirituality.
Yes. But my bombshell would probably blow everything out of the water like this.
Yeah.
I did tell you. I'm not going to tell it yet. I'm going to hold on to this one until the next set. What about that?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Okay, so question number 6. How many children does God have? Okay,
And yeah,
so I know he give this answer, and I think I know why, because it is like
that's
him.
like the clone. Yeah, yeah, that's what I was
That's
thinking. Mm.
so. And what did you get? How many children does God have?
We got one, and Archangel Raziel answered this, and he was specific and said Jesus. So
Yeah.
he's like the closest one like him. But God
Well,
does have like thousands of like
yeah,
soul splits.
but I think Jesus is like a mirror of him. It's like,
Hmm.
how close can you get? Like Jesus is basically it's him. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
same way of thinking, same love,
I mean, he's such
Yeah.
a loving guy. I mean,
Mhm.
come on, like, come. I mean, you can see the opposite guy, right? I don't care,
Yeah,
Lucifer, and him. It's like Louis, you have the tools, and I go, thank you, big brother. Like, seriously, you're giving me this big, boost by telling me that. He really boosted me. He really
yeah,
boosted my confidence just by saying you have the tools, and I go, nobody said that. He's such a nice, brother. Okay,
yeah,
I have to call him brother because he actually ends up he is my big brother.
yeah,
So, and he's your big brother too. Like when you think about it, right?
yeah. No, that's true.
So.
I sometimes call him that.
Yep, we got to start calling him that, big brother. Okay, let's continue. So, question number 7.
Yeah.
Okay, why are supernatural abilities so restricted in the 3D realm? What did you get?
So we got two answers, which is cool, and it shows like the personality of each of these people. So we had LDI say that it's limited by dimensional block, and Archangel Raziel said it's harder for powers to transfer between dimensions. So I think what Raziel's basically saying is that if you ascend, you have them 100% there, but
Yep.
when your soul can only put so much in this realm from what you gain,
Mm-hmm.
because of the blocks. So that's quite interesting. Because it's not like there's magic here as well, but it's not like on TV where there's like lightning flying everywhere and stuff. It's because of the block.
Yeah, I don't think people understand there's so much blocks in the 3D realm. Like I was just helping you guys, right, in the beginning
Yeah.
with the chakra removal, and that was a huge block. But there's other things like psychic blocks and other like bad programmings. Like that's
Mhm.
why I did the true self transformation. So you can imagine how can anybody even ascend if they do nothing? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you sit there and you watch movies and you think I'm a spiritual guy. You meditate a little bit, and you think I'm a spiritual guy. Or you go to church and you sit there, I'm a spiritual guy. How can you ascend when you think you're a spiritual guy? But I know from doing the readings on people, right?
Mhm.
Even the religious one, and I find out this guy's not really a spiritual guy.
They got high negativity.
Well, also you got the chakras, which actually stores these negative energy, and
Mhm.
also, believe it or not, the chakras actually block a lot of your psychic and spiritual ability.
Yeah.
I know it doesn't make sense because you guys don't want to know about chakra removal, right? But it's an energy blockage. It's actually blocking you. Would you like to be blocked so that you don't move higher? Well, that's what this things do to you. They block your healing. They block your ascension. They block so many things: your psychic ability, your healing ability, and the big one I think is the karma. It
Yeah.
actually stores your karma. And when I remove it, many people feel better. And when we do the readings, it's like, holy moly, 15% down to 1 to 3%. What is that?
That's
What
awesome.
happened there,
Yeah.
right? That's awesome, right? Because now it decreases the cause and effect. And what do you mean by cause and effect? Well, when you come to the 3D realm, there's actually laws here too, like Newton's number 3 law, cause and effect. But I found out there's also a karmic one, a spiritual one, and that also has cause and effect. And where does it come from? It comes from your past life. It also comes from your present life. And it's all debts, right? But it's also something called karma attacks. And that was new. I never understood what was karma attacks. You know how people, they give you, like the evil eye,
Yeah.
stuff like that. They may not like you. They may curse you, right?
Yeah.
Those
Send you
are like
bad
karma.
energy.
That exactly, to send you bad, but it accumulates, right? And it
Yeah.
adds up, and people think that, oh, I can get rid of it. Good luck. I haven't seen actually anybody get rid of their karma, except for maybe one person.
Mm-hmm.
And that was actually Geraldine's Geraldine's psychic friend, and it was Geraldine's psychic friend that sent Geraldine to me to have her
Yeah.
chakras taken out, right? So I did a reading on her friend, Stephanie, right? And I found out, I don't know how she learned. Somehow when I do the energy work on like Geraldine, she's able to do some reading, and then she kind of mimics what I do. I never seen that before.
Yeah.
And then lo and behold, Stephanie, Geraldine's friend, said that she knew me from the ape age. And again, I'm scratching my head. When was the ape age? Like, was I
Yeah.
even like a human? I was a
Mm-hmm.
pre-human. So
Mm-hmm.
there you go. Some really strange things. And I'm thinking I must have been around for a long time, like long time. So people are thinking that they have infinite lives. Maybe I have infinite lives. See what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like, but it's not the first time people say, "Oh, Louis, I know you." Like, there's so many people come up to me. Like, there were other times where I was working 10 years ago, and even people come and say, "Hey, I know you," and I go, "How do you know me?" Right?
Yeah.
So it's like I have no idea why so many people know me, right? Like when they just come up to me, talk to me, they kind of like, "Oh, I know you," and go, "Okay,
Yeah.
this is
Like you're
weird."
the
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah, like I'm a very, like knowledgeable guy. Like I was a technician and stuff, right? So people come in and they kind of like they know me. I'm telling you, it's the weirdest thing. And then later I started, my connections on the internet, and then I get to know so many of these, like healers. And then one of the people that, got to know me, she introduced me to James, and James taught me about chakra removal. See, so it's
Oh,
almost like one thing leads to another. So people that do nothing, trust me, you're not gonna do this ascension thing. And it's like headed down to the time where I don't want to do it anymore. You know why? Because I'm good with it. Right? Why do I need to keep doing this? I don't. So I'll let you guys know. I know a lot of people are hounding me now. I mean, I think it's a little bit late,
yeah.
like 10 years ago, and you say, Lou, I was scared of chakra removal. Now I want to do it. I mean, what is it? It's your last chance? Like,
Yeah.
I don't think that is good. Like you don't wait to the last moment. And now I don't feel like doing it. How about that?
Mm,
You see what I'm saying? And if you email me 15 times, I think that's spam.
yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to answer that. I told you guys, just listen to the talk show. It's not that I'm losing my patience. It's just that I don't have that much time. I think I told you
Yeah.
guys 10 years ago. So people think that I want to do this. I don't want to do the chakra removal because I'm taking in your bad, poisonous karma, man. And it takes me time to heal. Do you guys understand? So if you think I'm going to do it for free, good luck. There's nobody that does taking in poison for free.
Mm,
Okay, zero. Nobody, not in this realm, not in the demon realm. Nobody wants to do that, right? And you guys
yeah.
stop with the Ouija board. Okay, I'm telling you guys, I'm upset because I see all these people getting like possessed and stuff like that. What are you guys
Mm,
doing? Like you guys don't know when to stop, and you guys don't know when to quit. Trying to be popular. That's not the way to do it. Okay, and you're just making it worse for yourself. Okay.
it's true.
Yeah, let's do the next question. The next question, number 8.
Yeah.
What is human negativity limit as a percentage when God won't answer prayer? So that's a good one. What do you get?
God answered this one, and he said no limit, which was a surprise. So
Yeah,
I thought he wouldn't answer bad people, but then again, I mean, I feel like he used to answer my prayers when I hadn't chakras and stuff. So I think it's to get people to convert people to become more holy. That they're there to help, which is really
yeah,
good. That's really good news.
that is really good news. So it's not like,
You're not
he,
forgotten.
yeah, like he's got a lot of patience. Like when you see the answer, right? So definitely he is high up level being if he's got, the patience to help you. I mean, it's not saying that I don't have the patience, just that it's draining me, guys. Like, don't
Mm-hmm.
give me all these questions. I don't like to spend my time answering questions when I can just do the talk show. Listen to the talk show, right? Because I know a lot of you guys are new to this. Let's just listen to a talk show. If you haven't listened to 100 times, listen to 100 times, and then your brain's gonna like open up, and then you're gonna awaken, and you go, "What have I been doing the last 10 years?" Right? Probably nothing. Playing video games, watching TV. Why? Because we do readings. We know what you guys have been doing. And then you guys wait until it's too late, until the karma debts are due now. What do you mean by karma debts? When your negativity is like over a certain percentage, maybe 50%, things start to collapse. Your world starts to collapse. I know it. Why? Because that's what the reading said. And I'm going, when is this going to happen, right? And then they say, oh, it's already going to happen. And I go, the karma payments due now. That's what they mean. It's happening. And I'm the type of guy who's very skeptical, right? But when they say 3-4 times karma payments due now, I'm telling you guys to smarten up. But I think it's a little bit too late because it's basically everything's collapsing around you.
Yeah.
Right? So let's continue. Oh, yes. So number 9 is very good. Okay, what is the human negativity limit as percentage when Jesus won't answer prayers? And what did you get?
We got no limit again, and it was answered by Jesus himself.
Yeah, I asked TJ to get it straight from them. So that
was good.
That's really good, right? So certain things where I would give to Archangel Raziel because he's there. You know what I mean? Okay, good. Let's continue.
Yeah.
Let's continue. Oh, question 10 now, right? Okay, so question 10, does God answer prayers for Jewish people, those who believe in God but not Jesus? Oh, very good question. What did you get?
We got yes answers Jews too, and it was answered by Raziel too.
Yeah.
Which is actually really surprised because obviously in the New Testament, Jesus was, he wasn't against Jewish people, but the first disciples were Jewish, but we would think because a lot of them turned against him that I didn't know if that would affect that, but it seems to not affect that, which is quite cool.
Yeah, but I think when we do the second set, my next bombshell will enlighten people about who this God really is. I think it would actually make them change their mind on who they think God really is.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do question 11. Question 11, how can God answer a high number of prayers quickly? And what did you get?
Says Archangel Raziel answered this one as well. He said God has many split consciousness to answer. So it's almost like he doesn't have just one to answer everything.
Yeah, I want to practice that. I want to get that power to split my consciousness so that I can multitask. Wouldn't that be cool? Yeah. It's like the same guy, but you split your same consciousness. So it's still you, but now you're like 10 computers doing 10 duties, but it's the same guy. Pretty cool. I gotta find out how to actually do that. Okay, so now we have the second set. So the second set of question is about angels and fallen angels. Let's do these questions and then I'll lay down my huge bombshell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So question 1, are some angels dual? If so, why? And what did you get?
Archangel Raziel answered this one and he said no.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's interesting.
So that was actually a surprise because I thought one of them was dual, but maybe I got that wrong.
Yeah. Well,
it makes sense because they're meant to be the purest white light.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're not really like humans where we have like the free will kind of thing. Like, demons are the darkest and angels are the purest, so it's interesting. We're going towards the dual, like having both abilities but not being negative. Fantastic.
Well, I think that's more in your case, because do you know what I'm doing? I'm actually using a lot of the heaven tools now. Like, I would solely use it on Willie and then on Felix, because they're actually merging with all the high level, angels like the dominions, the cherubim, the virtues, the thrones. So all the high ones Yeah, and the thing is, they're able to do it. I think the reason was because we were able to get the blueprint when Felix was doing all these angel mergers,
Yeah.
and then he output it. I mean, that sounds kind of weird. Output it like he's like a computer. No, like when he does the energy work, something comes out, right? Like, so I asked TJ, I go, scan Felix, like, what is this new blueprint that's coming out from him? And then he said, oh, this one is really, really strong. It's called the soul limiter
Yeah.
blueprint, right? So I wonder, what is a soul limiter blueprint? And I didn't really understand that one until I was working on Willie. So what happened was Willie was that he was doing a lot of the soul mergers with all these other, like high level gods, right?
Mhm.
And then later he would basically spit them back out. Like they would
Yeah.
just, well,
Oh
you know
no.
what? It's like he tells me something left them. And I asked TJ, I go, TJ, do a scan. Like, what's happening to them? And he say, oh, one of the souls basically just left or detached. And I go, but
Wow.
but I thought I did the merger properly. And then I asked the elders, like, what's going on? And then we found out that they need the soul limiter blueprint. Basically, what that does is it basically keeps the mergers in place.
Mm.
Ain't that out there? So
Yeah.
what I do was I'm able, like, you know what? I'm able to store these blueprints because later I brought the soul limiter blueprint and I was able to transfer that into Willie.
Mhm.
And it's the darndest thing because then later he started merging. Oh my, it was like 10 souls per session.
Wow.
And it's like, that's hard to do. Like, how are you able to keep them in you, right?
Yeah.
Because these are high level white, like the
Yeah.
purest white souls, right?
Yeah.
How do you know? Because we do readings and he said, oh, they're so white and pure. And I go, okay, that's beyond me, right? Because I really don't understand the angels, right? Like I know
Yeah.
that they're
Yeah.
really strong, but he said they're very pure. And I go, like that's super pure,
Yeah.
purer than the pure, right? So he's able to do the mergers. And guess what? No more detaching of the angels now. Every
That's
time we
great.
do the reading, he just say 10 out of 10. He just merged with 10 of these cherubim. And I go,
Mhm.
how could that be? Even I can't do that, right? So I thought that they were what I like the term that came to my brain was supernovaing, right?
Yeah.
Basically, you know how a sun gets later in life and then it just boom, right? And then I asked our Angel Raziel, right, through TJ, obviously, right? So I asked our Angel Raziel, I say, hey, Raziel, like, is this supernovaing? Because these guys are getting so strong. I've never seen that before. Even me, I
Yeah.
don't think that I can take so many in one session, right? And I said, is this supernovaing? And do you know what he say? He say, oh, just call it ascension. So he, even though I thought it was very extreme, he just think that that's like,
That's part
you know,
of it.
yeah, that's ascension. And I go, so I'm thinking if that's like ascension, what are you humans doing? You're just sitting there doing nothing, thinking that's ascension? You're watching a movie called Ascension, and you think that's ascension? Oh,
Mhm.
come on, guys. It's not sitting there. You're sitting there, and then some of you guys 10 years later say, hey, Lou, I'm ready. That's not ascension. That's not ascension. Is like from day one, Lou, let's do this. And you guys have been with me for a while, right?
Yeah. I think four
So
years now almost.
there you go. And then you got some people 10 years later say, I want to do this. And no, I really don't want to waste my time on that type of attitude.
Yeah.
It's almost like Johnny come lately. I have nothing to lose now.
Yeah.
That's the wrong attitude, buddy. And I don't want to like feed these people to Ryan. Ryan needs really good people,
Mhm.
right? Ryan needs smart people, like not Johnny come lately. I'm gonna jump on your bandwagon now because it's the last thing. This should be the first thing, not the last thing. See, I want a team of winners, very savvy people, not these like, oh, I see you guys are winning. I want to jump on. That's not the guy I want. I want the guy that can also drive the boat. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And not the guy just sit in the back again, say, you go ahead and steer for me. No, I want a guy that actually can steer too. See? So if you guys gonna be bothering me, I think it's spam.
Yeah.
Morgan, do you think that's spam 10 years later? I'm ready now. Yeah, like, but they just
Yeah,
said that in the beginning and then you
yeah.
change your mind. That's to me not really,
Doesn't show like character or
uh,
determination.
that shows your character, right? It's like, no, I want leaders. And most of my guys, they're leaders. They're like doing their own thing too, right?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? They're good at what they do too. You
yeah.
know,
We'll contribute something else.
yeah, they could contribute stuff. I mean, listen to the show, guys. All the guys that are in there, they could do things themselves. They don't need to like jump on somebody's bandwagon, right?
Hmm.
You know, to feel good about themselves, should feel good that what I tell you was real, that you need to remove the chakras. They're so bad.
Hmm.
It was Aunt Amber. She keeps saying that. She go, why you remove the guy's chakras? And I go, they're not good, right? That's their karma too, man. And I go, well, that's even better. I'm removing the karma, right? And she
Yeah,
goes, no, the karma is there to keep. And then when I said to her, Aunt Amber, I say, but you know what? We did the reading. That karma is going to kill them. It's going to cause cancer. And who knows, right? Because, your negativity and karma, it doesn't go to zero if some bad thing happened. It doesn't reset. That was the other thing that I want to tell you guys. It doesn't reset. Like, you could have your house burned down, and guess what? The next day, your car could blow up. You know what I mean? And things
yeah,
are happening now. I've seen some really weird things, right? And I was going, I should do a reading on these people, but I don't need to because karma payments do now. Do you guys
yeah,
understand? So when your negativity is so high, you become reckless. You're gonna drive crazy. You're gonna take drugs with fentanyl, and you're gonna wonder, how come me? Not how come you. It leads to that, right? What you've been doing, it leads to that bad outcome. And you're thinking you're Superman. You have infinite. You don't have infinite time. So when you die this time, this could have been your last time, right? Think how you can make things, better and not just like you're jumping on the bandwagon, right? So I need to see people with some leadership ability come into our group. I don't want to see these Johnny come lately. It's the last thing that I'm going to do. It should have been your first thing, man.
yeah.
And I'm just telling you guys to just like try to awaken. Don't wait till the last moment. Last moment, I hate that type of thing. You know
Yeah.
why? Because with my upbringing, my dad was like that. He said, Louis, if you're not going to do it now, forget it. So I learned, okay, I'm not going to be a lazy bum. Get your
Mhm.
fat ass off the bench. Do something, right? So that's why I started doing the frequencies and all the healing thing, right? Because I found out that I need to get my butt off the stool. My legs
Yeah.
are getting fat, okay? And I see you people getting fat legs and fat butts. It makes me sick. I'm disgusted. See the people, I'm disgusted with you guys. I really am. And then you want to join our group, forget it. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, just forget it. It makes me upset. And it's making me more upset when more you guys bother me, okay? Don't bother me, okay? So let's continue. I have the big bombshell to tell you guys so that you guys will get off your fat asses and just start to realize you don't have no time left,
Hmm.
okay? Really. Okay, so question number 2, right?
There's question number 2.
Question number 2, are dual beings like Morgan liked or accepted by angels in heaven? What did you get?
Archangel Raziel said he doesn't know, so I don't think it's common for dual beings to be there.
Yeah.
But
So,
because I'm not human,
yeah.
I'm not sure what would apply.
Well, I think it's not, that they're not going to accept you. This is
Mhm.
ascension, right? So
Yeah.
that's why we've been doing these readings. And that's why I've been asking my own questions
Yeah.
to Archangel Raziel, because he seems to be the most helpful,
Yeah,
helpful
he's really
angel.
helpful. Hmm.
Right. So from all the stuff that I ask him and the things that you ask him, I think it's ascension. We have to learn our own way.
Yeah.
And it's not like they won't accept it. It's like he
How do
went
you
through.
use it, kind of thing? Like,
Yeah,
if you're
yeah,
good.
yeah. It's good. Like, do what you need to do to ascend, right? But I think you're doing it safely because from what I
Mhm.
know, you did not take their energy. You just used their tools. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Which is
It's
safe.
different. Yeah,
Which is safe or safer.
yeah.
Okay.
Because their energies would be corruptive and bad, but I didn't take any, so that's good.
Yeah. Okay. So let's do question number 3. What do most regular angels do in their spare time? And what did you get from Archangel Raphael?
Raziel, he said that they chat with the residents of heaven, and that's really nice. I wonder how much they can relate to each other because, humans do different things from angels.
See, that's why I think the angels do help us out. Because
Mhm.
if they're like talking with the residents of heaven, I think I'm really good friends with Raziel because
Yeah.
if I have a great connection with him, because it was always like, hey Lou, you have a connection to the angels. As you see it on my website, people do the readings. I ask them for a reading and they say, hey Lou, you do have a connection to the angels. And I always wonder, really, like angels? How can I be connected to the angels, right? And there you go, that the angels do chat with the residents of heaven.
Yeah. That's nice
So
that they care.
I think they really do care. So let's continue the question 4. How long do regular angels live for if they are not immortal? And what did you get from Archangel Raziel?
He said that they are immortal, which is good news. So they're not like the old gods that weren't immortal. So the angels actually last forever. So they were probably always meant to be. So they kind of exist outside of time, which is quite cool.
Yeah, and that's why.
So like father needs him basically, as long as they don't betray him.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like,
Mhm.
I would never betray him.
Yeah,
From well,
because like
I think.
we owe Ascension to him, like the whole process.
Yeah, I think we would have to go through some really things, long trials and stuff,
Yeah,
so
like we're
I'm
proving ourselves just now.
yeah, I think after all the energy work that we've done, we kind of proven to him that we're on his side, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
we're not really going to be like, bringing Lucifer into the group. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, that'd be bad.
I mean, but
I
you
don't
know
think he'd
what?
want to as well.
Well, but do you know what ultimately I'm going to be doing? I'm going to make him mortal.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. I would never have thought of
Well, I've had plans. I'm gonna
that.
I'm gonna make him mortal and let him ascend. Let's see if he can do it. If he's as smart and as clever as he think he is, let's see if he
Yeah.
can do it. Like how we did it. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? But I think by the time that he's mortal, he's gonna have no more friends. There's gonna be
Yeah.
nobody to help him, right? So
Mhm.
then he knows that's what happens when
Yeah,
you
because I
don't.
think people only follow
Yeah.
him out of fear. So it's not like if he was weak, they would follow him, kind of
Well,
thing.
people don't know that he's not a very nice guy at all.
Yeah.
At all. Like there's no nice in that guy.
No,
So
not at all.
so you guys play the wrong game.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's continue and then I think near the end I'm going to give you the big bombshell.
Great. Awesome.
Okay?
Can't wait.
Yeah, this is the huge one. Okay, so question number 5.
hmm
Do some demons serve in heaven as servants?
And Archangel Raphael said no, so I think that there's none there. It's just
Yeah.
unless they were to attack, because I think Jesus sometimes clears up the realms, sometimes. But he's
Yeah.
mostly in retirement.
Yeah, and I think that the demons don't really belong there, but
hmm
you know what I'm gonna ultimately do, right? From what me and you did
Yeah,
to get those
the
tools
tools.
is
hmm
is eventually I'm gonna help them ascend. That was
Yeah,
my promise for giving us their tools so that we can use them, right?
yeah. Because
You know?
they would never normally ever do that for a human, like ever.
No,
So they
no.
really helped us. Well, they helped me.
They did. They helped you. I'm storing the limited amount of tools that I took from them. I'm just storing it for in the future when I need it. I don't know how I can store so many. I think I have 40 from them now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's quite a lot, right? But
That is, yeah.
when you make your promise to help them, there you go. They release it.
Yeah.
So
Do you think I could do the same since I'm heading to the higher body as well? Can I do the same
let's
exchange, do you think?
let's see what happens.
Okay.
So when you have a next session, I'm going to use my communicative skills. You see, so I
Okay.
develop. You saw that
I feel it.
the more energy work that I do, it's more like I'm gaining so many things, right? It's not like I'm sitting there, right? But as you
Yeah.
can see, you can get better and better and better. Like energy work is the bomb, right? Am I right? It's like,
Yeah, it is, yeah.
you
And
know,
I want to become more self-reliant too because I feel
yeah,
bad asking for readings sometimes because
yeah,
I know you guys are busy, so it'd be really awesome one day to have that kind of,
yeah.
psychic self. Because
Well,
it would help the group out as well, if they needed other information too.
Well,
That'd be cool.
you definitely are a image of father, right?
Mhm.
So just keep trying. It's like
Yeah.
me, like practice makes perfect,
Yeah, maybe I should just
you know?
practice every day.
I mean, do you have somebody to practice on? Like, if you got somebody like maybe a
Not
really,
really.
really
All my
good
friends
friend.
are 3D. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
your 3D friend. See, I have somebody to practice on. I can practice on TJ, right?
Oh, yeah, that's good.
And the teacher is like so sensitive to things. I mean, he's so psychic already, right? Like
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
he's opening portals and stuff like that, right? And then he can like do all these like, let me talk to your future self, right? And then he'll tell me stuff. So I said, okay, use your ability, your time telepathy, talk to my future self, right? So, I've been connecting to myself in 2030, right?
Yeah.
And the weird thing is, it looks like things are settling down. It's like, even though like I try to make things better, like it's like there's no more moving space. Like I can't change too much now. So
Mhm.
that means like we're heading towards a definite future. See what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
what we have done actually leads to that future, right? Because I keep asking
Awesome.
TJ, are we the ones? Did we make it? And he said, we are the only ones. And I go, the only ones, but
Wow.
look at all the world with all the gurus that, well, they say that they're gurus, right?
Yeah.
So I asked teacher, like, aren't those guys there? And he go, no. And I go, how come? Because I think you guys don't do energy work. You guys don't do the research that we do. You guys are
Yeah.
doing the old stuff, like just communicating with the dead. Yeah, the dead may be kind of stupid people, right? We
Mhm.
communicate with our future selves. They're smarter, you know? And
You're more
some of them,
reliant.
and some of them became immortal. So I think I would go for the immortal guy than the dead guy. Am I right, guys? So you guys would do things so wrong. I scratch my head, and then you guys keep doing it. Like you guys are listening to the old frequencies. I'm still scratching my head. The guy lists that it's old frequency. Like, do your research. Oh, the guy's using an old frequency. I'm going to listen to this old frequency. Then you're not going to move. You're going to stay stuck in the 3D realm. And, like the 3D realm doesn't evolve you. Do you see what I'm saying? The 3D realm is actually want to get rid of you,
Yeah.
And people, they don't understand that. Oh, Lou, what are you talking about? 3D realm has cousin effect. When I remove your chakras, I'm removing you from the bad cousin effect. Does that make sense? And no, I still don't understand. Cousin effect means aging, death. Oh, I still don't get it. I'm
Yeah,
infinite.
I know.
I'm,
I was.
in the
It's
brain, they
great.
think they're infinite. You're not infinite. Get that out of your stupid brain.
Yeah, I
Nobody's
mean,
infinite.
oh, the
You
human
know?
body barely lasts for a long time. People are
Yeah,
dying younger now. People running out of their energy.
because they're running out of energy. You got it. That's correct. So you're not infinite. You may have 6 lives. Why I keep pointing it? Because I see a lot. We do the reading and it's like, it's his fifth life. Is this
Yeah.
fifth life? And I say, which life is it? It's the fifth out of the six. And then later we do reading and then it says the guy's on the sixth life and he dies early. And I go, oh, the sixth life is not a full life. Because at the sixth life, you will only have like 20% energy, like maybe 20 years left. Right? And I go, oh, that makes sense, right? Because you see all these young, healthy people, presumably, right? But they look beautiful, right? And then they drop dead. And I'm going, oh, what are they doing? They tried to extend their life. They're taking, drugs. Oh, I'm getting drained. Oh, I'll give you a shot of this. Oh, the guy's dead the next day. Why? Because the soul has no energy. You need the soul energy too, man. You see what I'm saying? Soul is life. You do not understand that part. So I see that people are making big mistakes now, but it's okay. They get infinite lives, man. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
think they think there's a number 7. There's no number 7. I haven't did a reading so far and they say you have number 7 life after
Mhm.
we said it was 6th. There was no 7th. See what I'm saying? So the people think, oh, I think Lou's wrong. But the reading that I point after 100 reading, I'm right,
Yeah.
right? So then you get the dummy guy still trying to say, I thought I'm infinite. Where did you get that from? If that's stuck in your brain, you're dead meat. You're not going to
Yeah.
do anything. You're going to sit there like a log, like I said, like most people. If it's a billion people, it's actually a billion people because they got the wrong thing in their brain and they just keep carrying with it generation through generation. And then Aunt Amber said the old way's going to die.
Yeah.
And it's you guys, man. It's not us. We found the way, we got the playbook because we keep doing readings and they said, hey, you guys are not in the reincarnation loop no more. And I go, really? Where am I? And they say your dimensional body is no longer 3D. It's 11D. And you
Yeah.
still look normal, but eventually when you hit 20D, you're in a light body. So it's not like you're gonna look human physical forever. Eventually, when we ascend, there will be a time where we have to leave the physical, right? But that's immortality. That's what Father
Yeah.
is. Father, we found out he's in a light body. That's why he's forever. The physical body, you can't live forever in the physical body. I'm letting you guys know. So dream on. No seventh life. I'm telling you guys. Telling you guys the truth. Go get a reading from a real psychic, right? Find out, are you going to come back again? Are you infinite reincarnation, right? If the guy say you got infinite reincarnation, he's lying to you.
Yeah.
You know, only a God is infinite. And then I will let you know the bombshell when we're done. Why you need to understand there is truth and there's false. The false is you're not infinite. So wake up. Your last life, you may be in your last life. I'm telling you. So if you're thinking you're going to come back again, you know, by taking some drug, oh, I'm going to be reckless. Doesn't matter. I'm coming back. You're the idiot. You're the idiot. Okay. No more chances. So don't think you got infinite chances. Okay. So let's do the next one.
Yeah. Number 6.
Number 6. Yeah. This is a good one. Do all spirits understand one another when they speak in the astral realms? What did you get?
Archangel Raphael said yes. So it's almost like languages or like a human construct, or we need them here, but when we
Yeah.
speak with energy, we all understand each other.
Yes, that's what I feel, and that's why it's important that we learn these things, you know, and understand them, because the energy body, the astral realm, we're all going to go there, right?
Yeah.
But there's limited time. So let's continue. Question number 7. Do lust and love demon tools work on angels? What did you get? That's interesting.
Archangel Raphael said yes, and that was not worrying me, but on my mind because I feel like
Yeah.
they're always working the tools, so like we don't
Yeah.
know. But like if you've got luck, you're just gonna be lucky, and the lust and loved ones make you lucky with the ladies. So
Well,
I was like I didn't understand if they would work on angels, but they do because they're very pure.
I think you have those tools, right?
Yeah, I have 2 of
But
each.
you have 2 of each. I
Yeah,
mean, who else in the whole realm or universes have that? You're the only one.
yeah, and I'm happy with those. I don't need any more.
There
It'd
you
be too
go.
strong for the women here. Like it wouldn't work. They would just blow up.
You know what? I think people would give $1 million just to have one of those tools. You see what
I
I'm saying?
know it's true. They really
And
would.
you have 2 of each. Like,
Yeah, but I'm not sharing.
yeah, I don't think you're gonna share that anytime. Those are really powerful.
No.
Okay, so the next one, number 8. What angelic hierarchy are the white angels from that Louis has called upon? What did you get?
Archangel Raziel said can't say, so it's probably a really strong race. Like they're really high up, I guess. Maybe like
Well,
I would assume you can't say it's like a secret.
that's a very good question, because actually, when I called them down, the first time that I called them down, I asked TJ, "Can you like give me what is their soul color?" And it was like they're pure white. So
Yeah,
these angels that I called out.
they seem special.
Now here's the other thing. I think they're very special, and that's why our angel Raziel ain't telling. Okay,
Mm. Because he
because
said so much already.
well, he says so much, but do you know what it is? I'm able to repurpose them,
Ah, okay. Yeah.
and
So
I
they
don't.
almost like angel avatars.
Well, I tell them what they are. I give them a name. So I
Mhm.
really don't understand. Is that repurposing? Is it like, you know how you will like make, yeah, it's like an avatar. You make an avatar, like you give it weapons, you give it like a mission,
Mhm.
and then you tell him or her to do certain thing, like maybe protect me, protect
Mhm.
my family, protect my property, right? And the thing is, it will do that. Because I asked TJ, I say, like, is it created? And he go, yeah, you created one of them. And I go, I created them. Because, you know, TJ, he can see things, right? Like, he can
Mhm.
actually see that they come down. And I go, how do you able to see that, right? And he won't tell me. It's almost like you don't have that power. It's like,
Yeah, yeah.
I tell him, I can't see, TJ. Tell me what they look like. And he'll go, oh, they're pure white. And I go, well, like, what actually is pure white? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there you go. Like he'll give enough detail where you understand, and I go, oh, they're like not anything that we can, you know, envision here. They're just beyond. That's right.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
yeah, it's really cool. But I'm actually working on another, let's say, repurpose angel, and let's just say it's really out there. So
Awesome.
maybe one day I will tell you guys about that. So maybe in another show. But like I say, I'm working on this one. Okay. I'll tell you, it's a huge one. So maybe it's, life changing. So I'll have to see. I haven't done any like experiments yet with him. So let's continue and then I'll drop the big bombshell.
Okay.
Okay, so number 9. How are fallen angels banished from heaven to hell? Oh, this is a good one. So you're asking, is it a spell? What did you get?
We got Archangel Raphael said that they're kicked out from the gates of heaven. And it's interesting that the gates of heaven isn't a metaphor. It seems like it's a real thing.
Yeah, it looks like a real physical kind of like,
Gate.
yeah,
Mm,
gates.
that's
So
really cool.
that is pretty cool. So I think people, they just not able to envision things. They think heaven is not like a real place. But the more readings that we've been doing, I'm telling you guys, there's
It
some
seems more and more real.
there's more real things than you ever know because you're just stuck on the 3D and you think this is all there is. I mean, come on, man. Like, seriously? This is all you think there is, right? So the bombshell should seriously wake you guys, okay? So let's finish the questions and I will tell you. So question 10, which beings or angels in heaven banish fallen angels to hell? And what did this is a good one. What did you get?
Archangel Raphael said it's God himself that does that. And that is very interesting because
Yeah.
I thought maybe it'd be other angels because God
Mhm.
seems to be like a pacifist now.
Yeah.
But like if he does that himself then that's very he's showing he's in charge.
Yep.
Basically. That's really cool.
Yep. So I think like he's the guy that makes the final decision.
Yeah, and
So
there's so
he,
many. I think there's so many fallen angels. Like, so he must have had to do that a lot of
yeah.
times. Obviously, there's more angels, but like, it's
Hmm.
not just one. There's so many.
Yep. So let's continue.
Yeah.
11. Are most humans in heaven surprised they are in heaven? What did you get?
Yes. So that makes sense because if you're human, you're turned up there, you must feel pretty special because it's so hard to get there.
Yes. So you see, guys, there are things that you can do. Like if you talk to God, if you pray to Him, those are some good things
Yeah.
that could lead to you to basically become immortal and be in heaven.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't make those things up, right? You want to be immortal? Do some good things. Save a life,
Mm-hmm.
and then maybe you'll find yourself in heaven one day. So, guys, what is my hugest bombshell? I had a question to Archangel Raziel, right? And it is because I always wondered, right? Is this God the God, right? So here's the question. So I asked Archangel Raziel, is God, which is Louis' divine father, is he the most perfect being that is also a forever infinite being and that he wants Louis and us to become like him? And this is what Archangel Raziel said. He said, yes, it's 100% true.
That's such good news.
So there you go. He is the most perfect being. So when you see things that are like you're thinking not possible, right? That there cannot be a infinite being. Well, the God, our Father, He is this infinite being. He is this most perfect being, right? I thought so, but now they gave us this. So hopefully this enlightens you, to let you know that there is this one being that is like the ultimate perfect being and he wants us to be like him. And
Yeah.
I know it's hard, right? But that's why we trying like the darndest just to become like him. And we're trying our best. We're doing the energy work, right? So hopefully you guys can see what we're doing and don't ignore what I'm telling you, right? Because the more that you ignore it, right? Like your negativity, right? It can build and build and build and it can cause diseases like cancer, right? So I'm telling you guys, use our stuff. I have all these negativity beats. I got the shield beats. I've got these angelic beats. And even all the disease beats, right? It'll definitely help you because they're future channeled. And I think they're just priceless because when they come from these higher level beings, right, they're willing to help you, right? And don't just listen to it a couple of minutes. You really got to listen to it. I would say not less than an hour. That's why I make the beats 1 hour now
Yeah.
because we were doing some readings and then I said, well, how long does this frequency stay in the body? And they say, well, it stays in about 1 hour. See, so some of you guys are taking it further. You're using it while you're sleeping, and some of you are playing it throughout the day. You're not doing wrong. Our readings prove that if you do use it, your body changes. The frequency is helping you to heal, right? And why? Because these days, if you take all these drugs and stuff like that, you become resistant. See what I'm saying? And the frequencies are actually very natural. They only take how much your body can actually take, right? So it's not going to overdrive your system. So that's why I say use our frequencies. They're our future channel. I don't make any of it up. They actually are from the future time. Some of them from 2040, some of them a little bit later. So, but they're not from this current time. So I always ask, give me the frequencies, right? So I know they are from the elders. So that's why I ask you guys, use these newer ones, and you will see you're going to heal. And drink lots of water.
Spring
Yeah,
water.
spring water is really good. You know what? One of our readings said that for us, I'm not talking about like the normal person, right?
Yeah.
He just said 3 liters per day of water, of spring water, and I go, yeah, that's pretty excessive, right? But you know what? I've seen TJ drink liters and liters, and I have to
Yeah.
buy like jugs of spring water when he comes over to help me, right?
I
And
think
then
it's his psychic abilities as well, because
yeah,
I don't need to drink as much as that, but I still drink at least a liter a day, maybe, but
oh
not as much,
yeah,
not 3.
yeah. Now that I'm a little bit drained because I've been helping
So many people.
lot of the guys during the
Yeah,
session, and I'm so drained. So I find out that I'm drinking like liters and liters of water.
yeah.
You know,
It doesn't taste anything, but it almost tastes good when you need it. It's
well,
just
yeah, it's
so
good.
rejuvenating.
Oh, what have you been doing? Morgan?
Well, I've just been doing some energy work on myself. I was purging, like when I had the wrong ability and I didn't have access to my divine machinery. I kind of got clogged up with
Yeah.
some stuff. But then I'd used a channeled information I got from TG last year, which
Yeah.
like basically saved me. And then I used it today, again, and I feel everything coming back, like the Holy Spirit and things like that. Like I feel like when I pray, it's like very strong. Like I feel a response. I don't really almost feel it physically. I've never had that before. So I feel like I'm having to prove myself to Father by doing this energy work, like
Mm-hmm.
to get closer to him. So it's really interesting. So I've been playing. I've not
Yeah.
posted more music, but I've been playing guitar more as well. I've been feeling more creative, which is new. Yeah, that is coming back to me. So I'll hopefully be releasing stuff soon.
And did you recently get a new title from the father?
Oh yeah, that's
What
true.
was
Yeah.
that? What was that?
Okay, I can explain that. So what was it I was doing again? Well, I guess I've been taking some of the lower realm tools, which seems ironic, but like I think it boosts my soul a lot, and because they're always working. And I
Yeah.
also got some other holier things. And I think since I unblocked myself, like I got access to the Merkaba and things like that, that I got a title
Mm-hmm.
called Divine. No, it was Holy Fraser. And that shocked me because Fraser's my surname. It's not my first name. But
Yeah.
see, the clan Fraser in Scotland has quite a long history. I think it comes from a French word for strawberries. Apparently, there were strawberry farmers originally.
Oh, is
But
that right? Strawberry.
yeah, yeah.
That's
But their
interesting.
their their clan motto is all my hope is in God, which
Yeah.
is crazy. Like that's a really spiritual clan motto. Not all of them are like that. Well, I think most of them are religious. But yeah, so that's interesting. And I actually want to collect divine titles because I think that they always surprise me what they are. Like Voice of God is always going to be the most interesting one, but Holy Fraser is very good as well because I did want to be holy.
Yeah. And I think there's still more. What about your dimensional body? Didn't you take a jump?
I got to 14D and that's like really high. Like I was really shocked by that. That was the last reading I got. Like it can fluctuate a bit because
Yep.
your dimensional body can settle, but that's still really high. So I experience more like have much more control over my mind, for
Yeah.
example, which was before was a problem for me. Like I think I can even heal myself now. I didn't even know I could do that. See if I like command heal, if I say the word heal and then
Yeah.
body
Yeah.
part, I feel this energy go to it. I've never had that before. I'm like, whoa. So if I keep the command symbol, I can do certain things. That's new to me. I couldn't do that before.
Yeah. Was there also a change in your soul's red color?
Oh yeah, I think I was. It's changed many times. Shimmering. but I think it may have been glowing red now.
Yeah, it's glowing red.
Yeah.
I think the last, but do you know what? All the other guys,
Hmm.
they're like getting beyond that. It's like I think
Hmm.
Felix was like bright glowing red. So I don't know.
I think that's the soul mergers, but I feel like I'm kind of done with those because I don't want to
Yeah,
experience the same ascension symptoms some of
yeah.
these guys were having. I just want to, because don't want my soul to be too big. I want my
Yeah,
body
too
and soul
big.
to be
Yeah,
the same. You know,
yeah.
I think so. It's the DNA strands that we have to focus on rather than the
Focus.
soul because I merged with so
Yeah,
many people already. I don't want to do more.
that
But
is.
I'm happy they're doing it because if they want to
Yeah.
do it, then I'm all for it. You know.
Well, you know what's interesting? It's almost like we're all getting stronger,
Yeah.
and I'll have to do like another reading to see, and kind of like ask Ryan because that's kind of like our litmus test, right? To say, hey,
Yeah.
what happened to you guys, right? Are you guys still working for you, right? And it's crazy that, like I said, that he would even like attempt to say, hey, Lou, I want to thank you. You removed TJ's chakras, and guess what? I don't have chakras. And I go, really? You don't have? So it's almost like the future wants to thank you, but it's kind of risky. Do you see what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like, people love those movies where like, oh yeah, tell them what's going to be, right? But you know what? You cannot tell too much of the future because then the future may not happen, right? It's like again cousin effect, right? You don't want to tell too much because now you know why? Because if you tell too much, then the guy in the present or guy in they do nothing. Do you see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I think people they don't understand that. It's like, what do you mean, Lou? Like do nothing? Okay, think about this. I had like a previous client, right? And he was like a CEO, right?
Mhm.
And he'll always give me questions like, Lou, I want to do a new business. Okay, it's gonna be this kind of like this training center. What is my success, right? So think about this, Morgan. He's only giving me the minimal of information. It's almost like he's not interested. Get it? So
Yeah.
then I do the reading and they say, oh, the success is probably like 30%. And then he'll go, what the hell, 30%, right?
Mhm.
And I go, dude, give me something a little bit more substantial. Like maybe give me the domain name, maybe give
Mhm.
me the location. It's almost like he's not trying. Do you see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? When you don't try, you don't create that future. You see
Mhm.
what I'm saying? It's like I want to sit on my fat ass and be a millionaire. Are
Mhm.
you going to be doing nothing? No. I'm just going to sit on my fat ass,
Mhm.
hope to be like Elon Musk.
Mhm.
Okay, Lou, give me the percentage. It's a 90%. And I go, dude, you're an idiot. How could you get
Mhm.
90%? You have set nothing up in your mind. Not going to do nothing. You're going to sit there and guess what? There's going to be crap input, crap
Mhm.
output. Now do you understand, people? You got to do something, right? Like if you don't even
Yeah.
have an inspiration, right? I'm going to write this big novel.
Yeah.
And what's it about? I have no idea. Do you have good characters? I have no characters.
Yeah. You need to.
I'm just gonna copy somebody. Okay. See? So that's how people are. They give garbage input and they're expecting gold output. Do you see what I'm saying? It cannot
Yeah.
be. The future cannot be like that. You don't understand. So Lou, I want to reading. Am I gonna go Ascension? Same thing. See, you do nothing. How do you expect anything to come? You're gonna go nowhere, right? So I'm telling people, don't live in a dream. You're all living in a dream right now. You're all thinking the same way, all the old way. The old way's gotta die, man. That's what I'm saying. Old way has to die. Amber said
Yeah.
that. And I was going, I don't
She's totally
understand.
right.
Yeah, it's like I don't understand that, Aunt Amber. Now I understand because you guys do nothing. You think by sitting there listening to other people's thing, oh, go buy cryptocurrency, then you're gonna go bankrupt, right?
Yeah.
Do a reading. We did readings and we found out cryptocurrency is all scam and you guys gonna buy into that. You guys are just greedy people with no foresight, bankrupt people. Okay, I'm letting you guys know now because you guys are so short-sightedness, really
Yeah.
short-sighted. Same thing with spirituality, same thing with ascension, same thing with all the stuff that you do. Okay, you're looking for money, but you have no clue. The reading already say no, crap input, crap output. Now do you understand? So I'm telling you, spirituality can actually help you because I've been doing session for so long, and look, I'm pretty safe. I have money in the bank. I'm not tricked by cryptocurrency because
Mhm.
you guys greed, negativity leads you to the bad outcome. Trust me. You guys You guys don't have to come to me. But the smart guys come to me. That's why I know. And they come to me right away. They don't wait 10 years. Or they don't say, I will do it tomorrow. They say, I do it now. Then I go, oh, you're just like me. You're not like the rest of these guys that wait. And then, oh, I'm dying, Lou. Help me. I can't help you. You're already dying. See what I'm saying? But if I could prevent that, that's what I do. That is my ability. Prevent those bad outcomes now by doing something now, to do the plan now and not to dream about it, right? And like say, oh, I have no clue. Because you got to do research. You have to sit down, do something, and not just like dream about it, or hope about it, or wish about it, or sit there listening to the sermon. You really got to do something. I'm being serious. 10 years of experience, and all those people that do nothing happens. Okay, and maybe even not good outcome, right? Because they don't understand the principles of karma. Cause and effect is very detrimental right now, very high. And combined with the other negative people, and you want to be a party of that, not good. Not good at all. Combining more negativity with other people that are negative, really high, bad energy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So Morgan, you see things, right? And right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's not like we're going to tell people because you're going to be offended. We know that. So that's why I say, people, use our stuff, and you're going to know. You're going to say, hey, what is this thing? It's healing me. It's removing my negativity. Low negativity, good outcome. High negativity, reckless behavior, bad outcome, aggression, anger, all the things that will get you in trouble, right? Then you can't use your logical brain. That's what it does. It switches on your emotions, and then you do the wrong thing, and then you go, oh, what happened there? See? Because no control. And because karma is high, negativity is super high now, it's going to affect you. It has to affect you because the readings keep pointing to it. And I can't doubt that anymore because I see it in my own life, right? I see the people angry, right? I don't see the people smiling. I see the anger in them. And that's going to kill you. It's going to kill you. It's not going to help you. It's not going to make you strong. It's going to kill you. It's the other way around. And you don't even see it. You don't even know it until it's too late, right? Because I see here, I see where I live, all these angry people, all the reckless behavior. And you guys got to stop the reckless behavior, okay? Stop the anger, because it's going to affect you. It's going to affect those around you. And it's just going to bad in the outcome. The things that's going to happen, you will see. And you're going to wonder, oh, nobody let me know. I let you know. It's all about negative energy, okay? It's affecting people everywhere. It's not just you, right? So if you could learn to control that, then your life is going to be better. It's not going to go out of hand, out of control, because I've seen it. And all the readings are pointing to it. It's really, really bad now, okay? So there you go. This was our Christmas show. So
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, everyone, and have a Happy New Year. We'll see you guys again in the next show. We're going to have some more bombshells for everyone. So hope to see you guys in the new year.
Yeah, have a great New Year, guys, and I hope you ascend with us maybe one day.
Yeah, well,
Bye-bye, guys.
See you guys on the forum and on our YouTube channels. Take care. See you later.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Please like, please share, and please subscribe to our channel.
Please like, please share, and please subscribe to our channel.